Well, hey there, YouTube. Today, I'm cooking filet mignon on a charcoal chimney starter. And as you can imagine, there's not much required here, so to prove the point that it can be done anywhere, I figured I'd do it right here on the banks of a little river in the mountains of North Carolina. Now, this method of grilling involves searing steaks, preferably under an inch thick, over high heat for a few minutes on each side, and that's it. But filet mignon is thicker than an inch, so this might take a bit of ingenuity. So first things first, I filled a chimney about halfway full, lit the coals, and I'm going to let them go for about 15 minutes or so until they completely ash over. Here I have 2 cuts of USDA Prime filet mignon, which I've coated in a light layer of olive oil, and I'm now seasoning them with Weber's Steak and Chop and Chicago steak seasonings. With all that applied, I'm going to let the steaks continue to sit out until they come to room temperature. With the coals ashed over and the grate hot and oiled, we're ready to cook. Now, I'm only cooking one steak at a time because, well, I wasn't sure how this was going to go. But in hindsight, I think you can do 2 at the same time. Anyway, I decided to sear the steak 2 minutes per side and rotate them 90 degrees at the minute mark. With the searing complete, I need more time to finish off the steak, but at a reduced temperature. So what I've decided to do is to put 2 small flat stones over the coals to reduce the heat. Think of this chimney as a little WSM. These rocks will, if I'm correct, make the heat now indirect and reduce the temperature at the grate. And because the WSM has a lid to trap in some of that heat, I'm using a small pot to cover the steak. Okay, so it's been about 3 minutes. I'm going to check the internal temperature of the steak, and what I'm aiming for today is 130 degrees, a nice medium rare. Well, it's sitting at 94, so it would appear that there's not enough heat getting to the steak. So what I've decided to do here is to remove one of the 2 stones, the smaller of the 2, in hopes that that increase in heat will help finish off the steak. So after an additional 4 minutes, it's time to check the steak again. And like I said before, I'm looking for 130, a nice medium rare. And we're hitting, 129, pretty good. I'll take that. Good enough for me. Gonna bring this in the house, gonna let it rest. There you go, 130. Gonna bring it in the house, let it rest. And in the meantime, I'm gonna cook the other steak. Now, I'm gonna fast forward here through this cook of the second steak, but it's worth mentioning that it did take longer, and I didn't get as good as sear marks as I did on the first steak because, well, by this time, there just were less coals and less heat. So in hindsight, I'd probably do 2 at the same time if I had to do it all over. Now that our first fillet has had time to rest, let's cut in this thing and see what it looks like on the inside. And just to recap, this was seared on high heat for 2 minutes on each side and then finished indirectly until the internal temperature reached 130 degrees. Man, just look at this thing. I mean, I'm no grilling expert, but I've kind of impressed myself here. Got great grill marks, a perfectly cooked center. It looks perfect. So I gotta say, I think I'll be trying this again. Give it a try. Let me know how it goes. Hope y'all learned something. I know I certainly did. Thanks for watching, y'all.